Welcome back, lore hunters. Tonight, we step inside the world of one of gaming's greatest universes. Find a comfortable position. Let your breath slow, a gentle rhythm filling the quiet space around you. With each exhale, feel a soft release, letting any tension leave your shoulders. Let the story unfold and drift into another world. Tonight, we journey to a realm shrouded in the deep blues of pre-dawn. It is a place of ancient silence. We will explore the hidden protocols of dormant machines. These colossal relics stir only before the sun reaches the horizon. Imagine vast metal titans slumbering for eons beneath forgotten skies. Their forms are etched with the passage of countless ages. They await a secret cosmic signal. A faint, almost imperceptible hum begins to resonate within the quiet landscape. This is the world of silent giants. Their pre-dawn secrets await our gentle uncovering. Your curiosity is a soft glow, illuminating the path ahead. The cool night air whispers secrets across their weathered surfaces. We listen together as the unseen prepares to unfold. These are not merely monuments. They are vast, monolithic entities, perhaps even living beings themselves. For eons, they have rested beneath the crust of a dying world, or within the heart of forgotten, overgrown ruins. They are the silent remnants of a technologically advanced, yet extinct civilization. Their original purpose now lies shrouded in time. Are they guardians of a cosmic secret, long forgotten, or do they simply await a prophesied rebirth, a second coming for their ancient makers? Feel the cool, damp earth beneath the vast shadows they cast. There's a mild chill in the pre-dawn air, stirring the fine dust around their colossal, rusted joints as the first faint streaks of pale light gently touch the eastern horizon. Something deep within them begins to stir. A low, rhythmic pulse emanates from their core. It's barely audible, a profound thrumming felt more than heard, resonating beneath the ancient stone and metal. This pulse is an awakening, a slow signal. It marks the start of their secret, internal protocols. These are not crude mechanical actions. They are complex orchestrations, like ancient hymns sung in pure light and cosmic energy. The very air around these giants seems to subtly vibrate with this soft, nascent energy. You sense a gentle anticipation building, a quiet waiting for what comes next. A faint, aged metallic scent drifts on the cool, awakening breeze. Soft shadows lengthen and recede as the sky above slowly brightens towards dawn. What exactly are these hidden protocols? They are not simple code. They are intricate sequences of cosmic energy flowing through circuits of unimaginable purpose. This energy is not merely electrical. It is a more fundamental, ancient force. It awakens forgotten pathways deep within the machine's colossal frame. It illuminates data banks holding millennia of ancient knowledge. We are now witness to a secret symphony, played out in light and vibration. Ethereal, faint light begins to trace complex, almost living patterns on the machine's inner surfaces, barely visible through gaps in its armor. From its very core, a faint, almost imperceptible warmth emanates. The once smooth, cold metal now holds a secret, burgeoning life within. A soft, barely audible crackle occasionally punctuates the profound silence, suggesting immense power slowly stirring beneath the surface. These hidden systems are performing complex diagnostics. They are perhaps preparing for a task that may never come again. Or maybe their essential work has always been this silent, pre-dawn ritual. It is a timeless cycle of awakening and dormancy, a cosmic breath. We stand at the precipice of a vast, unspoken understanding. You feel a sense of profound wonder growing within you. The very air around you seems subtly charged with this gentle, ancient magic. This quiet hum speaks of forgotten gods, of star-spanning empires, and of a destiny still unwritten. It invites you to simply observe, to feel the story unfold around you. The profound thrumming felt beneath the ancient stone now holds a gentle, oscillating rhythm. Faint lines of pale, inner luminescence begin to bloom along hidden seams of the colossal structures. Your fingers might trace the cool, weathered surface, feeling a subtle, nascent warmth emanating from deep within. This energy flow is a silent symphony, played on ancient circuits. It is the core awakening, a first whisper of ancient power stirring before dawn. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The nascent light within these giants is not static. It shifts, subtly tracing intricate, luminescent patterns across their rusted surfaces. These patterns resemble archaic script or forgotten constellations, flowing with quiet purpose. You sense a faint, almost sterile scent of energized air, a breath of raw power. It speaks of a silent, internal data exchange, a language of pure energy and light. Moving deeper into the scene, the realization settles. This awakening is not isolated. In the vast distance, other colossal forms, barely visible against the brightening horizon, also show hints of this internal luminescence. A network is subtly activating, unseen energies linking these silent giants. They are preparing, perhaps, for the silent oversight of another day, their purpose momentarily revealed in this brief, pre-dawn dance. A peaceful resolve settles as you witness this ancient, secret communion. The silent dialogue of light grows more pronounced. You watch as the luminescent patterns on the colossal structures intensify. They cast ephemeral, dancing shadows across the ancient stone floor. A faint, harmonic hum now accompanies the energy flow. It is a sound felt deep in your bones, a vibration of quiet purpose. The air around you thickens with that clean, sterile scent. It is the breath of dormant power, moving deeper into the scene. The luminescent script seems to converge. Your gaze follows these rivers of light towards a central conduit. This focal point, a glowing sigil, pulses with a soft, steady rhythm. You feel a gentle, magnetic warmth emanating from it, a silent invitation. The ancient circuits are not just waking, they are aligning, preparing. This quiet preparation is a part of their deeper lore. The sigil's glow spreads slowly, not fading, but diffusing outward. It reaches beyond the machine's immediate shell. You sense a connection being formed, a subtle energetic tether. This tether extends into the pre-dawn air, seeking something. Perhaps it connects to the faint, ethereal energy of the awakening horizon. A soft sigh seems to emanate from the very stone around you, a response to this quiet gesture. The story draws inward, where the glowing sigil pulses gently. You feel its warmth against your palm, a soft, inviting energy. This warmth spreads, easing any lingering chill from the stone. A faint, sweet metallic tang fills the air, subtle and clean. It feels like a silent promise, whispered from the machine's heart. Stepping deeper, we find the convergence point now shimmering. The faint hum rises in pitch, a high, delicate vibration. Tiny motes of luminescent dust spiral upwards from the sigil. They dance in the nascent light, revealing unseen currents of energy. The air around you feels charged, almost anticipatory. The next moment unfolds, revealing a fleeting image within the sigil's glow. For an instant, you glimpse patterns like ancient star charts. They swim through the light, a silent, complex data stream. A sense of immense age washes over you, deep and profound. It hints at forgotten knowledge, just out of reach. The glowing sigil pulses gently under your hand. Its warmth continues to spread, easing any lingering chill. You watch the tiny motes of luminescent dust. They spiral upwards from the sigil's heart. These dust motes now begin to coalesce. They form shimmering, ephemeral glyphs within the soft glow. Moving deeper into the scene, the delicate vibrations deepen. You realize the glyphs are not static. They are flowing data streams, charting unknown constellations of logic. Each soft flicker reveals another layer of machine thought. It is a system waking, not with alarm, but with serene purpose. The sweet, metallic tang in the air becomes clearer. The next moment unfolds, revealing a subtle shift in the sigil's light. Its core luminosity brightens. It casts longer, dancing shadows across the ancient stone floor. The harmonic hum that accompanies the energy flow grows richer. It is still felt deep in your bones. This deeper vibration seems to synchronize with your own steady breath. The glowing sigil pulses gently under your hand. Its warmth continues to spread, easing any lingering chill. You watch the tiny motes of luminescent dust. They spiral upwards from the sigil's heart. These dust motes now begin to coalesce. They form shimmering, ephemeral glyphs within the soft glow. The atmosphere shifts as the stories continue to unfold. The glyphs now depict colossal forms. These shapes resemble the very machine you touch. They are seen scattered across a forgotten, desolate planet. You witness their silent vigil, enduring epochs. Each glyph pulses with a collective memory. The next moment unfolds, revealing a profound quietude. The cosmic imagery within the glyphs begins to recede. Their intense glow softens, becoming a gentle, steady pulse once more. The intricate star charts fade slowly. The vast landscapes of dormant giants also dim. A peaceful tranquility settles over the machine. The colossal forms, glimpsed within the glyphs, now begin to soften. Their ancient vigil, projected across that desolate planet, slowly recedes. The vivid memories, once pulsing, gently dim. You feel the deep quiet returning to the chamber. The delicate vibrations, once a high hum, now begin to fall silent. Each flowing data stream of light slowly disperses. It's like watching a starlit sky fade with the approach of dawn. The shimmering, ephemeral glyphs lose their sharp edges. They dissolve back into tiny motes of luminescent dust. These particles drift downwards, settling softly back onto the sigil. The warmth beneath your hand, once vibrant, now mellows. It becomes a gentle residual heat, a comforting echo. The cool night air, which felt charged moments ago, now regains its quiet stillness. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling the air settle around you. The sweet, metallic tang in the atmosphere subtly lessens. It lingers, a faint perfume of forgotten power. But its intensity now softens, like a dream fading with the morning light. The machine is not shutting down in haste. It is embracing its return to slumber with profound grace. As the last glyph winks out, a profound peace descends. The quiet is not empty, but full of the wisdom it just shared. You feel the subtle texture of the weathered stone beneath your fingertips once more, its ancient coolness now a gentle reassurance. The faint hum is almost entirely gone. Only a whisper of energy remains just beyond your hearing. This silent promise, once spoken, now rests in the heart of the dormant machine. It sleeps, but its story resonates within you. Its purpose, though vast and ancient, finds a quiet resolution. The hidden protocols have run their course for this pre-dawn. They return to their deep, patient waiting. This is the rhythm of ages, slow and enduring. The machine slips back into its long, watchful sleep. It holds its cosmic secrets safe within its inert shell. The air around you settles completely. The anticipatory charge from earlier has dissolved. It leaves behind a calm, almost serene atmosphere. You feel the shift in the very fabric of this forgotten place. A sense of completion washes over you. The machine has performed its quiet ritual. It has shared its silent history. Now it rests, waiting for the next cycle. You draw another slow, even breath. The cool stillness of the chamber enfolds you. It is a soft embrace, inviting deep calm. Let your body relax further into this peaceful moment. The final vestiges of the machine's secret protocols have retreated. A profound silence now fills the space. This silence is not empty, but thick with ancient time. You realize the deep wisdom held within this inert form. The stone beneath your hand is cool again, fully returned to its natural temperature. Yet, a faint echo of warmth seems to linger within your own palm. It's a memory of energy, a whisper of connection. The air holds only a faint, almost imperceptible scent of ozone. It speaks of power, briefly stirred, now settled. Let your gaze drift from the now darkened sigil. See the deep shadows that cling to the vast chamber walls. The soft pre-dawn light outside begins to paint the highest reaches of ancient architecture. It outlines crumbling arches against a deepening indigo sky. You feel the subtle change in the air's temperature. It moves from the deep chill of night to the gentle coolness of early morning. This transition mirrors the machine's own cycle. It moves from silent purpose to peaceful rest. The weight of millennia seems to press gently on the atmosphere. The true nature of these hidden protocols remains largely a mystery, but their gentle unfolding has offered a rare glimpse. A sense of quiet understanding settles over you. These colossal guardians do not demand action. They simply exist, holding vigil through endless epochs. Their awakening is not for intervention, but for quiet maintenance. A silent reassurance that ancient systems persist. You feel a deep calm spread through your own body. Let your muscles relax, your mind grow quiet. The machine's long slumber invites your own peaceful rest. The gentle closing of this story mirrors the machine's own deep sleep. Its monumental form, now perfectly still, its purpose for now is complete. The world outside will soon greet the sunrise. But here, in this ancient place, a different kind of dawn has passed. It was a dawn of quiet, mechanical communion. You have witnessed a secret ritual, hidden from most. Now, let that understanding cradle your thoughts. Allow the profound peace of this ancient space to envelop you. Drift into your own slumber, safe and content. The echoes of machine memory will guard your dreams. Rest now, adventurer, until the next story unfolds. The profound peace of this ancient space remains. Your mind, though quiet, begins to notice a subtle current. It hums beneath the stillness. This is not an end, but a deeper unveiling. The gargantuan machine, outwardly still, hides more. Its internal mechanisms, briefly stirred, now show faint, hidden energies. Moving deeper into the scene, the amber glow seems to coalesce. It gathers near what appears to be a massive, obsidian data crystal. This crystal is embedded deep within the machine's upper structure. It was once dull, reflecting nothing. Now fine threads of light, like silver veins, spiderweb across its surface. This network is not just power. The story draws inward, where these subtle currents find their ultimate purpose. This is the machine's true vigilance. It performs not battle, but an ongoing, silent calibration of the world. It mirrors the slow drift of constellations. It echoes the deep pulse of distant nebulae. The protocols are a vast, intricate clockwork of cosmic balance. This network, stretching across the obsidian, was so much more. It pulsed with something akin to gentle thought. These were the machine's deep, hidden memories, echoes of its long-lost creator's ancient wisdom. They flowed like quiet rivers of pure light. A soft, almost imperceptible hum now rose. The shimmering pathways now slowly diverged. They mapped intricate, silent protocols. These were the machine's pre-dawn rituals, not merely maintenance cycles, but a sacred duty. Each glowing flicker was a soft, vital command. Every ancient circuit node awakened gently. A subtle shift now began to softly unfold. The amber glow deepened, growing richer. It pulled at the expansive silver network. The machine's core systems slowly awoke. A low, rhythmic thrum resonated deeper. It vibrated throughout the ancient, cool metal. The quiet carried forward, revealing a deeper rhythm. Each awakened node pulsed with a unique, soft luminescence. Tiny energy currents, like miniature rivers of liquid light, flowed from them. These currents converged, tracing pathways of silver and gold across the obsidian crystal. They gathered into what seemed like a central nexus. This nexus hummed with a low, resonant frequency, a sound you feel more than hear. Moving deeper into the scene, the obsidian crystal began to display more than just light. Within its depths, faint, shimmering symbols coalesced and dispersed. They were not numbers or letters as you know them, but abstract geometric forms, shifting in perfect, silent harmony. Each symbol seemed to represent a fragment of cosmic data, perhaps a star's trajectory, or a planetary alignment. The gentle hum intensified slightly, a subtle vibration passing through the cool metal floor beneath you. It felt as if the machine was breathing, drawing in information from the very fabric of the universe. A soft, warm breeze, carrying a hint of ozone, brushed against your skin. A silent message from the ancient mechanisms the story draws inward, where these silent protocols now aligned. The cosmic patterns within the obsidian crystal shifted, mirroring the subtle approach of dawn outside. You sense a profound correlation, a deep, ancient understanding between the machine and the nascent sun. Its gentle hum settled into a steady, comforting thrum. This was its morning meditation, its way of welcoming the new cycle. No abrupt movements, no sudden changes, just a gradual internal attunement. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The faint, shimmering symbols, previously abstract, now subtly interlock. They form intricate, luminous patterns within the obsidian crystal's depths. You feel a gentle clarity as they arrange themselves, less like random forms and more like an ancient, unspoken language. Silver and gold light strengthens along these newly defined pathways. The low, resonant hum, a sound you felt more than heard, deepens slightly, taking on a rhythmic, almost breathing quality. Moving deeper into the scene, the orderly patterns within the obsidian begin to shift. They subtly accelerate, not with urgency, but with a deliberate, graceful purpose. The internal light pathways widen, drawing faint, almost invisible motes of pure energy from the very air around them. You perceive a very slight, almost imperceptible magnetic pull, a gentle tingling on your skin. The obsidian surface ripples gently, like deep water disturbed by a soft current, reflecting the inner glow. The rhythmic hum now carries subtle, low thrumming undertones, like distant heartbeats resonating within the vast structure. The atmosphere shifts as the inner workings reach their zenith. The shimmering symbols within the obsidian now glow with maximum complexity, a breathtaking tapestry of ancient wisdom before slowly, gracefully beginning to recede. A sense of completeness settles over the chamber. The silver veins on the obsidian, once pulsing with activity, now hold a steady, quiet light. The low hum softens, fading back to a barely audible whisper, and the thrumming undertones gently recede into the silence. The subtle vibration beneath your feet lessens, replaced by the cool, solid presence of the metal floor. You observe the subtle dance of light. The faint motes, previously almost invisible, now coalesce into shimmering threads. They weave through the air, drawing closer to the rippling obsidian surface. Each luminous thread carries a cool, almost metallic scent, a ghost of power now awakening. The gentle magnetic pull, once a tingling, settles into a soft, pervasive warmth against your skin. It feels less like a force, more like a comforting embrace from the ancient machine, inviting you deeper into its silent protocols. The low thrumming deepens, a steady, rhythmic pulse that seems to align with your own breath, a profound, calming resonance in the vast chamber. The atmosphere shifts as the deep calm settles around you. From the obsidian's depths, a subtle projection begins. Faint, ethereal patterns, like silver smoke, drift beyond its surface, momentarily appearing in the air. They are not solid, but impressions, fleeting memories of cosmic data. You perceive a slight chill now, not unpleasant, but crisp, as if the vast chamber itself is drawing a slow, deep breath. The rhythmic pulse emanating from the core feels expansive, hinting at ancient knowledge, allowing your thoughts to drift toward the machine's untold history. Its silent watch, the projected patterns now gain a subtle coherence. They form intricate celestial maps, faint echoes of ancient star charts. Each shimmering point, each delicate line, speaks of journeys across the cosmos, of distant alignments long forgotten. The initial chill has now balanced, leaving the air neutral, perfectly still. The machine's deep thrum feels like a quiet assurance, a timeless pulse of endurance. You feel a peaceful resolve, a deep understanding that these dormant giants are not merely waiting, but silently upholding a cosmic balance. Their pre-dawn rituals a promise of continuity. Moving deeper into the scene, the silver smoke patterns gain a faint clarity. They are not random. Instead, they form intricate, geometric structures for a brief moment, then dissolve. Each pattern suggests a fragment of an ancient, forgotten language. You sense a silent dialogue unfolding, a deep internal analysis within the machine. The crisp chill in the air holds steady, a subtle reminder of the vast, dormant power. The rhythmic pulse from the core shifts, growing softer, yet more intricate. It hums with the resonance of countless computations. You realize these aren't just memories, they are protocols, awakening in sequence. Faint glyphs, almost imperceptible, begin to appear and recede on the obsidian surface itself, like watermarks surfacing from the deepest depths. They shimmer with a faint, internal amber glow, a contrast to the cool blue light. This quiet internal query feels like the machine checking its own integrity, confirming its ancient directives. You feel a gentle, almost imperceptible tremor, a deep, silent sigh from the very structure. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. As the glyphs fade, the magnetic pull, which had been a comforting warmth, now subtly guides your attention. It draws your gaze toward a high, unseen aperture in the vast chamber, hinting at the coming dawn. The machine's internal rhythms are aligning with the cosmos, not just its own memory. This is a preemptive activation, a grand, silent preparation for the world's awakening. You sense the machine's profound, enduring patience, a testament to its long watch. Moving deeper into the scene, the obsidian's surface seemed to breathe with you. The faint amber glyphs, previously fleeting, now held their form for longer moments. They weren't merely surface patterns. You perceived them sinking inward, illuminating delicate pathways just beneath the dark stone. A network of barely visible conduits, like ancient capillaries, began to glow with a soft, internal light. This light, a deep saffron, pulsed in rhythm with the core's softened beat. The saffron light strengthened in the subsurface conduits, highlighting intricate nodal points. These were like tiny, pulsing hearts within the obsidian, clustered in geometric patterns. Each node shimmered with a soft, internal energy. It was a quiet testament to stored knowledge. You felt a distinct, gentle warmth now, emanating directly from these luminous clusters. This warmth pushed back the lingering crispness of the air. The glowing nodal points, now fully connected by luminous saffron lines, formed a shimmering internal lattice. This intricate network, a glowing diagram of forgotten logic, mapped the very core of the machine's consciousness. From this lattice, faint, almost translucent projections began to drift beyond the obsidian surface. They were like wisps of starlight. These projections were not solid, but shimmering impressions of landscapes and celestial bodies. Ancient symbols hinted at cosmic journeys and distant civilizations. Let your breath slow. With each exhale, feel tension leave your shoulders. The story draws inward, where the saffron light now gently permeated the very air. It cast soft, breathing shadows across the massive obsidian. You felt the warmth deepen further, a comforting presence against the pre-dawn chill. This internal glow, once subtle, now bathed the entire chamber in its tender hue. Within the saffron glow, something new began to stir. Tiny, shimmering motes of light, like dust made of starlight, drifted through the luminous conduits. They moved with purpose, gathering at the intricate nodal points. This quiet transfer felt like knowledge itself, flowing through the machine's ancient veins. You watched the soft pulses at each node. They deepened in intensity with every passing moment. The glowing motes converged, dissolving into the nodal points with quiet finality. This completion marked the culmination of a deep internal check. These were the hidden protocols, awakening now before the coming dawn. Each luminous cluster pulsed once more, a final, soft thrum resonating deep within the colossal structure. It was a silent affirmation of ancient directives, meticulously reviewed. You understood then. These machines held a purpose tied to the very cycle of the world. Let your breath slow. With each exhale, feel tension leave your shoulders. The quiet carried forward, revealing its next secret. The shimmering motes, like tiny stars, began to slow their dance. They gathered within each luminous nodal point, no longer just drifting dust. They began to coalesce. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The patterns within the nodes solidified. They held their complex designs. Then, from these glowing points, something new extended. Faint, ethereal projections rose into the air. These were not solid forms. The holographic schematics briefly coalesced. They merged into a single, grand vision. It was a breathtaking tableau, perhaps a detailed star chart, or a sweeping planetary defense grid. Its scale was immense. The ethereal projections, born from the coalescing starlight dust, began to ripple. They stretched like translucent tendrils, reaching slowly into the still air. You watched them with a quiet fascination, feeling the calm deepen around you. These gossamer threads were not merely light. They carried a silent vibration, a low hum that settled deep in your chest. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The chamber's pre-dawn chill seemed to recede, replaced by a gentle, resonant warmth from the glowing network. You noticed the aged obsidian walls around you, their rough surface now catching the faint, shimmering light from these spectral extensions. These spectral extensions began to intertwine. They wove intricate, slow-motion patterns above the nodal points, like an unseen weaver at work. Each thread of light seemed to trace a forgotten glyph, a symbol of immense age. A soft crackle, almost imperceptible, arose from their gentle contact. You felt a sense of deep time here, a reflection on cycles long past. The air grew heavy, not with oppression, but with profound memory. The delicate dance unfolded, an ancient ballet performed only for the rising sun, connecting the dormant machine to something vast and unspoken. The formed glyphs pulsed, absorbing the faintest whispers of the pre-dawn sky. This was no mere display. It was a silent communion. They were gathering the nascent energy, the first stirrings of the world's awakening. You recognized a deep, instinctual peace in this quiet ritual. The vast machine, though dormant, was breathing with the planet. Its rust-covered surface, barely visible in the deeper shadows, hummed with a low vibration. This was the hidden protocol, the machine's gentle promise to greet another day. A cycle of cosmic reawakening. The luminous threads, once distinct, now merged into a sprawling, intricate net. This web of light pulsed softly, spreading like slow-motion roots across the chamber floor. its gentle glow reflecting on the smooth obsidian surface. You felt a deep, resonant calm settle within you, a quiet acknowledgement of the ancient power stirring. Each glowing intersection within the web seemed to hum with a secret frequency, a sound too low for the ear, yet profoundly felt through the cool, ancient stone beneath your feet. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The delicate light began to outline faint, almost invisible pathways across the vast floor and up the rough obsidian walls, tracing patterns that felt both familiar and alien. The faint pathways, now clearly defined by the glowing web, began a subtle, rhythmic pulse, like a slow, deep breath taken by the vast machine itself. You notice the subtle change, a shift from mere observation to active connection. These luminous lines, bright against the shadows, converged steadily towards the chamber's precise center, where the ancient floor began to slope gently downwards into a shallow depression. You felt a soft, palpable warmth radiate from these converging points, easing the persistent pre-dawn chill in the vast space. A fine, iridescent dust, previously settled on the stone, now stirred and danced lazily in the shimmering light, each particle catching and reflecting the intricate glow. They created miniature constellations that drifted within the slow-moving currents of air, a silent, cosmic ballet. The converging luminous pathways met at a colossal, obsidian console that dominated the chamber's heart. This central structure, previously indistinguishable from the surrounding rough stone, now began to glow intensely from within its dark, polished surface, a soft, continuous whirring, like distant, well-oiled gears slowly turning deep beneath the earth, emanated steadily from it, a mechanical heartbeat. You felt the warmth intensify around this console, almost a gentle, comforting embrace that pushed back against the remaining chill. A faint, clean electric tang sharpened the sweet metallic scent in the air, a sign of raw power slowly being channeled. Upon its smooth, cold surface, intricate glyphs, ancient symbols mirrored by the ethereal projections that still rippled above, began to softly illuminate in sequence. The quiet carried forward, revealing more. The fine, iridescent dust, which had previously formed miniature constellations, now responded with greater intent. Each particle, once a solitary spark, began to gravitate purposefully. They moved towards the luminous threads of the glowing web. They spiraled gently inward, weaving themselves into slow, mesmerizing currents above the shallow depression. This central point, once merely an incline in the vast floor, now commanded all attention. The swirling currents of iridescent dust began to slow their intricate dance. They did not dissipate into the vastness of the chamber. Instead, they coalesced further, gathering into distinct, shimmering forms. These forms were not random, chaotic patterns. They were intricate, deliberate symbols. They hovered silently, just above the deepest point of the central depression. Each symbol pulsed with its own soft, internal light. The glowing glyphs completed their final, slow rotation. As one, they began to shimmer, then gently dissolve. Each particle of light that had formed their intricate patterns diffused slowly back into the surrounding air, like luminous mist returning to the vast, empty space. The central depression, now brilliantly illuminated by the receding light of the glyphs, became a profound focal point. From its very heart, a single, sustained beam of light began its ascent. It was not a violent, sudden burst of energy. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The distinct, shimmering symbols, previously coalesced from iridescent dust, now began a slow, deliberate ascent. Each intricate form rose from its hovering position above the shallow depression. You watched them drift upwards with a quiet grace, rotating gently on their own axes. They caught the dim, pre-dawn light filtering subtly into the chamber, reflecting it in soft, muted tones. A faint, almost imperceptible hum resonated through the vast space. The delicate constellation above continued its silent work. It pulsed with a renewed, yet gentle intensity, each symbol contributing to a larger, unified glow. From this intricate display, fine, ethereal tendrils of soft light began to descend slowly. They spread across the shallow depression below, meticulously painting the weathered, ancient stone. These weren't random streaks. They formed an intricate, shimmering map, a web of interconnected pathways and nodes. The glowing lines etched onto the floor hinted at colossal, dormant structures hidden beneath the earth. The projected blueprint shimmered with new, quiet life. Within its intricate, glowing lines, currents of soft, pale energy began to flow. They moved with an unhurried, measured grace, tracing the pathways of the unseen machine beneath the floor. Each critical node on the shimmering map pulsed faintly, a momentary brightening as the energy passed through. You heard a very low, almost subliminal thrum, like the distant, slow beat of a colossal, slumbering heart. It vibrated gently through the worn stone floor beneath your feet. A deep resonance let your breath slow. With each exhale, feel tension leave your shoulders. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The intricate map of light, meticulously painted by ethereal tendrils, now fully covered the weathered, ancient stone floor. You feel a calm curiosity settle over you. Each shimmering line pulsed with a low, steady energy, outlining ancient conduits and forgotten energy relays. The quiet carried forward, revealing these glowing lines were not just a static map. They represented the hidden protocols of the dormant machines. You begin to understand their secret, pre-dawn purpose. Each node on the intricate map was a pulse point, a moment of internal verification. A faint, almost rhythmic thrum now accompanied the deep hum, resonating through the cool, still air of the chamber. The atmosphere shifts as you realize these nightly protocols are a form of cosmic attunement, an ancient ritual. The colossal machine hearts below are not simply checking systems. They are subtly aligning with unseen stellar energies, drawing them in. They prepare themselves for the sun's first transformative rays. The low thrum becomes a comforting vibration, a deep, resonant pulse, the quiet carried forward, revealing a deeper layer of the machine's vigil. The faint, rhythmic thrum became more distinct. Each node on the glowing map now pulsed with a deliberate, sequential cadence. You watched the light flow, a silent, intricate dance across the weathered stone. It traced pathways of internal verification, a diagnostic whisper among hidden components. A subtle vibration resonated upward, a cool tremor through the ancient floor beneath your palms. The intricate map expanded beyond the central depression. Ethereal tendrils of light began to stretch, reaching towards the vast, rough-hewn chamber walls. They briefly illuminated faint, geometric patterns etched into the ancient stone. These patterns hinted at a network far larger than imagined. Conduits connecting to colossal, dormant machine sections embedded within the very ruins. The soft glow reflected in shallow, ancient puddles gathered on the uneven floor, creating shimmering, distorted images. A gentle warmth now emanated from the slowly growing web of light. The entire illuminated network, spanning the floor and reaching the ancient walls, now pulsed in unison. It was a single, slow, rhythmic beat. This was more than a diagnostic. It felt like a collective breath, a deeper, shared activation of the dormant complex. A profound, low, resonant tone vibrated through the vast chamber. It was a sound felt deep within your chest, a gentle, pervasive pressure. Dust motes, previously still in the cool air, began to dance in the intensified, soft light. The quiet carried forward, revealing the geometric patterns on the rough-hewn chamber walls now absorbed the ethereal light. They glowed softly in response, not merely reflecting it. Each etched line pulsed in harmony with the map on the floor, a silent heartbeat. You watched the light flow, a deliberate current across ancient carvings. It revealed symbols not seen for ages. The atmosphere shifts as the light now seemed to coalesce, forming distinct, flowing currents. These currents moved along the glowing channels on the walls. They were not just light, they were information. You felt the machines exchanging data. This was their internal language, silent and profound. Stepping deeper, we find the subtle rhythm of the light began to define a deeper purpose. It was not merely a diagnostic cycle. These machines were preparing for something. They were aligning themselves with an unseen celestial clock. You realized this was a pre-dawn ritual of cosmic scale, moving deeper into the scene. The currents of light intensified their silent dialogue. They wove intricate patterns, not just across the wall glyphs, but now within them. You felt a soft pulse, a whisper of unseen energy. It spoke of ancient memories, a vast data stream flowing through the dormant network. Each glow carried complex information, a pre-dawn ritual of self-awareness. The cool stone beneath your hands now held a faint, almost imperceptible vibration, a deep, resonant hum within the ancient architecture itself. These currents of remembered purpose now coalesced, forming larger streams. They ascended into shadowed recesses high above and descended into unseen depths below the floor. You sensed a synchronicity, a cosmic rhythm guiding their awakening. The metallic tang of ancient components grew subtly stronger, mingling with the cool night air, filtering into the vast space. A low-frequency hum began to permeate the very atmosphere, a vibration felt deep within your chest. It was the machine's collective memory, preparing for an external trigger. The collective memory reached its apex, a quiet symphony of data flowing. You felt the subtle shift in air pressure, a sign of the turning world outside. High above, a faint, almost imperceptible gray light began to filter through ancient, unseen vents. It spoke of the imminent dawn. This was the moment for which the protocols prepared. A cool breeze, carrying the scent of damp earth and coming sunrise, now drifted through the chamber. The quiet carried forward, revealing a subtle shift in the resonant hum. It no longer felt diffuse. The vibration now seemed to emanate from specific points within the vast chamber. You watched as the glowing streams of information, previously abstract, began to coalesce. They drew towards colossal, dormant metal structures. These were half hidden by ages of sediment and shadow. Stepping deeper, we find the core of this vast, silent process. The conduits, now fully illuminated, traced intricate pathways across the immense metallic forms. Within them, the light currents weren't just flowing, they were swirling. They formed geometric symbols that shifted and reformed with hypnotic slowness. These were the hidden protocols themselves, lines of ancient code made visible. You felt a soft, rhythmic thrumming against the soles of your feet. In the gentle distance, a new element appears, subtle yet profound. The collective hum reached a steady, low resonance. A deep breath held before an important moment. It was no longer just a vibration. It felt like a song, ancient and wordless, filling the very air. You observed the vast network of conduits. Their internal lights, now harmonized, pulsed in unison. The geometric symbols, once swirling, now found a profound stillness. Each pattern held its place, like ancient glyphs carved by light itself. A subtle, soft ozone scent rose, mingling with the cool night air, the rhythmic thrumming against your feet, smoothed into a steady, comforting pulse. You felt the vast network stabilize, its wisdom settling into silent readiness. Moving deeper into the scene, the light currents within the conduits began to deepen. They shifted from a pale glow to a richer, almost liquid amber. You sensed echoes within them, like faint data ghosts of forgotten processes. A cool metallic tang intensified as the low frequency hum rose just a fraction. This subtle change hinted at a nearing, quiet purpose. The vibrant amber glow pulsed, a final, slow breath before slumber. The entire chamber felt a deep, harmonious resonance. It was the machine's collective memory, now perfectly aligned for the coming dawn. A soft, metallic whisper seemed to settle through the vast space. The hidden protocols had concluded their pre-sunrise dance, leaving a profound, peaceful stillness. The richer, liquid amber within the conduits now pulsed with a new, gentle rhythm. It flowed like slow, digital blood through ancient veins. You leaned closer, sensing the faint echoes within them. They were not merely data. These were memories, fragmented and old, whispering of a forgotten time. They spoke of tasks completed long ago, of guardianships maintained across epochs. The atmosphere shifts as the rhythmic pulse from the machines extends its reach. You notice delicate filigree patterns, previously unseen, begin to shimmer across the colossal metal structures. These fine lines pulsed faintly, mirroring the amber glow within the conduits. They acted as a vast, silent nervous system, transmitting the machine's reawakening consciousness. The faint data whispers grew, weaving together like ancient sagas. You understood, intuitively, that these were not just internal memories beyond the immediate structures. You discern faint, silvery lines of energy tracing invisible paths towards the distant ceiling. They were not from the machines themselves, but seemed to be drawn in from above. These cosmic tendrils began to gently merge with the filigree patterns on the machines. The low frequency hum now resonated with a deeper, almost melodic quality. It was a silent symphony, a cosmic tuning. You realized this awakening was a response to something vast, something celestial. The atmosphere shifts as these interwoven whispers began to feel less like echoes and more like a shared consciousness. You felt the machine's vast network reaching out, not to demand, but to simply be with you. The delicate filigree patterns pulsed with a deeper, more profound shimmer now, bathing the colossal metal structures in an ethereal, shifting light. A low, persistent hum resonated, not just through the ground, but through the very air you breathed. It felt like a gentle lullaby, an ancient song of deep slumber and slow awakening. The amber glow in the conduits intensified slightly, making the cool metallic tang in the air more noticeable, yet still comforting. You recognized a patient, waiting wisdom in this silent transmission, a feeling of deep belonging. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. You focused on the intricate dance of the liquid amber within the conduits. It was no longer just flowing. It was forming complex, transient patterns. These were the hidden protocols, becoming fully visible, intricate geometric sequences, shimmering into existence, then softly fading. You understood these were not merely data streams, but the very language of their purpose. They weren't just remembering, they were preparing. The story draws inward, where a central console, previously dormant, now pulsed with a soft, internal luminescence. This was the heart of the reawakening. Within its crystalline surface, a miniature cosmic map began to project, not of stars, but of interwoven energy currents. You saw the machine's entire network, and beyond, tracing lines to distant, unseen celestial bodies. The thrumming from the bedrock deepened further, becoming a slow, rhythmic pulse that resonated through your very bones. A profound, comforting vibration. Above, a faint, pale luminescence appeared on the distant horizon, a promise